We are connected to the world and each other like never before. Like, but how does this happen? How does data get from here to there? How do different devices and application connect with each other and allow us to place an order, make a reservation, book a flight with just few taps or clicks, right? Now here, if you are curious about to find out about the unsung hero, click on the like button, click on the subscribe button, and stay tuned for the video ahead, because we're going to describe you who exactly is the hero here.
Audio.
Hi, this is Afreen Rahman, and I'm back with another concept, interesting concept that I can explain to you. Well, connectivity is an amazing thing, right? By now, we're all used to the instant connectivity that puts the world at our fingertips. From desktops to devices, we can purchase, we can post, we can pin, we can pick anything from anywhere, right? And this makes us curious at how exactly are we connected to the world, and how, like, never before exactly we are connected, but how does it exactly happen, right? Now here, the unsung hero is application programming interface, also known as the API. It's the engine under the hood, and it is behind the scenes that we take for granted, but it's what makes possible for all the interactivity that we've come to expect and rely upon. But what exactly is an API, right? It's kind of a question that everyone asks, not exactly, but we are glad that you are asking that question, you're watching this video. Well, it's a question that, where if you go by a textbook definition, it goes that it's a computer programming language. It has this, it has that. But just to put things very, very simply, or if I have to explain it very plainly, an API is basically the messenger that takes requests and tells the system what you want to do, and then it returns the responses back to you. So, to give you a familiar example, I would say that think of API as a waiter in a restaurant, right? Imagine that you're sitting at a table with a menu of choices to order from, right? And in the kitchen, this is the part of the system which will prepare your order. Now, what's missing is the critical link to communicate your order to the kitchen and then deliver you the food back, right, to your table. Now, that's where the waiter, or in this case, the API comes in, right? The waiter is the messenger that takes your request for order, and it tells the chef back in the kitchen what to do, right? And then that person delivers the response back to you, and in this case, the food, basically, right? So now that you have kind of whetted your appetite, let's apply this to a real API example. All right, this is just was simple basic example to explain it to you, but let's put it to real use, right? You are probably familiar with the process of searching for air flights ticket online, right? We all do that. Our summer vacations are just right going on. Now, just like at a restaurant, you have a menu of options to choose from, like kind of a drop down menu in this case. So you choose. What you do is, when you go to a website, a booking, airline booking website, so you choose a departure city and a date, you choose a return city and a date, your cabin class, and other variables that it might ask you, right? So in order to book your flight, you interact with the airline website to access the airline's database, to see if any seats are available, if you want a aisle seat, if you want a window seat. All of that access or information is given to you on the website, right? But what if you're not using the airline's website, which has direct access to the information, right? What you're not exactly using, I'd say Air India, or maybe Vistara, or maybe any other airline that of your choice, right? What if you are using an online travel service, right? Basically, it aggregates the information from many different airlines, right? Now, the travel service, it interacts with the airline's API. All right, any of these sites that you would have, right? The booking.com, so make my trips, all of those, right? The API here is an interface that you are helpful, that would be helpful, where you can be asked by the online travel service to get information from the airline or system over the internet so that you can book your seats, choose your meal preference, or maybe even your baggage options, right? It also then takes the airline responses to your request and delivers it right back to the online travel service, which then it shows at the end to you on your screen, right? So now you can see that it's the APIs that are making it possible for us to use all kinds of travel websites. The same exactly goes for all interactions between different applications, data, and devices, right? They all have APIs that allow computers to operate them. And that's what ultimately, creates connectivity. So whenever you think of an API, just think of it as your waiter that is running back and forth between applications, databases, and devices to deliver data and create the connectivity that puts the world at our fingertips, right? And whenever you think of creating an API, think of instead. Like I said, like the video, subscribe the video. If you have any comments, comment below and let us know, right? Thank you so much from our end.